Your habits are literally the foundation for the life you're trying to build. Think of it like this: small daily habits daily reap big results later. And spring is the perfect time actually to start to implement new habits and be intentional about the habits that we're adding to our daily routine. As the season shifts, it serves as a great reminder for us to move with the flow of the season and to not be so against it or so in resistance. I'm gonna get right into the tips, but before I do, my name is Misha. If you're new here in this space, it's all about emotional regulation, realigning your energy, and reclaiming your purpose, okay? If that sounds like something you're into, definitely stay a while, subscribe, join the family. It's a good time over here. I'm gonna get right into the tips, starting with number 1, our morning sunlight routine, okay? This has changed the game for me. Vitamin D, like, so slept on. The amount of things the sun can provide for us in terms of energy, in terms of just, providing us the dopamine to go on about our day, like, it's very slept on, okay? I think that it doesn't even have to be big. Like, I think that when we think of, oh, get sunlight, we're thinking we got to go on this long, extensive walk and like get sunlight in for 30 minutes. But even opening up your curtains while you make your bed in the morning, or before you go about your day, and just letting natural sunlight in as opposed to flicking on your lights, it makes a huge difference, because that natural light coming in, even as I speak right now, I'm sitting in front of my window with the natural light coming on me because it just feels good. It feels like I want to record because I'm sitting in front of the light, and the light is also giving me, that dopamine, that good feeling to push back into this video and onto you guys. Have a morning sunlight routine, and implementing that habit can definitely make a huge difference in your life, because I've definitely been around people who like don't even open their blinds. Like, and it's just like, no wonder, like, you feel like shit. Like, you're just trapped in this room. Like, it's like a dungeon. It's like a dungeon. You gotta let some light in. Number 2 is hydration. I'm not even gonna stay too long at this point, because hydration fuels us, okay? Hydration keeps us moving. Like, up your water game, okay? If you struggle to drink water, like, find ways where you would more want to go for a water bottle. Like, if that means like picking up a cute little water bottle, or like getting like one custom designed or something like that, so that you want to walk around with your bottle, like, do that, okay? Like, I just feel like, even doing things like adding lemon and like fruits, or like whatever you want to do to your water. I even have like little packets of like electrolytes that I add just for that extra hydration. A warmer season is approaching, which means we have to keep our H2O up. And as I speak, like, I have my water bottle here with me too. This is huge. I drink like at least probably 2 of these a day. We got to keep our hydration up, because we're going to start to feel the effects of not doing that, because the heat literally deprives us of energy. Like, you could be sitting outside in the summer doing nothing, but if you sitting down in the sun doing nothing, like, you just feel drained. You know what I mean? You just feel drained because the sun is hot, and it's like, it makes you sweat, it makes your body do the most. Stay hydrated and make sure we're fueling our body with enough hydration. And obviously, if you're someone who's like more active and stuff like that, then you're drinking probably more water than the average person. And if you're someone who's less active, like, maybe you need to like put that water bottle on the table where you could see it each morning, so that it's easy accessible. Just doing things that like make it easy and that eliminate the excuses, because there's so many excuses we can make for any habit we're trying to add. Oh, this is too hard, or this is too complicated, or I don't have this, or I don't have the space. There's so many excuses we can continue to make about why we can't do something, but it's like, okay, what are we actually going to decide is worth doing at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Water is one of those things, because we need water for our body, like, to function. Number 3, digital declutter. Honestly, like, I want to say I do this only in the spring, but I don't. It's a lie. Okay, I do this often. Digital declutters, I think, are so crucial. It's not even shade when you unfollow people online. Well, it doesn't have to be. Like, I think if people are mature enough to not take it that way, but I think that there's just certain seasons of your life where I know, like, my content might resonate with somebody, like, during a certain season, what I'm talking about. But then there comes a season where, like, my content, what I'm talking about, it's just not hitting the same for them. And I think that can apply for a lot of creators and just a lot of people consuming content, or even just people who don't even use their social media for business per se, but who are just like on social media, or just have you on social media because like y'all had like one class together in college. Like, it's just like, I don't really know you, So it's like doing that, like, declutter, and just like unfollowing the people that don't serve us, whatever, and just like removing that like thought in our mind of like, oh, this person's gonna notice that I unfollowed me. Like, if they do, then it's like, okay, do that social media declutter. take social media breaks, like intentional social media breaks, have down times where it's like a certain time at night. It's just like no more social media until the morning. Like I feel like we need to have those boundaries not only with people, but with social media, with work. Boundaries applies to all aspects of our life, not just with people. You know what I mean? So have those. I'm learning myself to really set those boundaries when it comes to social media, especially as like a creator, because it's easy to find myself over scrolling and just spending too much time consuming and being on social media when it's like I'm here to put out, like, you know what I mean? I'm here to create. That's, and honestly, that's not even to like throw shade on like me being a consumer, because I'll always be a consumer, but it's finding that balance and having that boundary. Like, there's a time to consume and scroll and indulge in that, and there's a time to create and network and do what you're supposed to be doing with the app. You know what I mean? So definitely doing those social media detox is a habit that you can implement. Another is a gratitude check-in, like every morning or every night, whatever way you want to pose it. Like, even if you want to just spend like 5 intentional minutes and just think about what you're grateful for. The whole purpose is to acknowledge the gratitude, right? But they do say when you write it down, it's better. Like, you know what I mean? So I encourage you to write it down. I think gratitude goes beyond taking a moment in the morning and just writing 3 things down like as a ritual. You know what I mean? We have to be embodying gratitude. When we wake up and we walk down the street and we see someone less fortunate, even in the little things that happen throughout our day, like someone holding the door, giving us a compliment, or being patient with us, we have to start to just look at gratitude like as a second nature and start to say, like, even things like saying please and thank you is just like so foreign to our culture, I think, nowadays. And just like when people say those things, or when people come with personalities of being polite, it's almost like foreign, like you're too nice, or you're too this, or you're too that, or you're trying to be something you're not. But it's like, no, maybe you're just not polite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to just practice being more polite and kinder humans. Number 5, movement for energy. When it comes to movement, I think that the gym is like the first thing people run to. Like, oh, if I'm not like going to the gym, then I can't be healthy. There's so many other things you can do to move your body. Like, you can find joy in yoga, you can find joy in Pilates, you can do like super long walks. Like, there are communities that go on walks, marathons, runs, you name it. Like, you just have to be an advocate for yourself and become resourceful, right? I think that just comes with like commitment to something. When you want that commitment, you go searching for like what's available outside of what everybody's saying is the only way. Like, the gym is not the only way to maintain a healthy lifestyle, because there are a lot of people in the world who just don't have access to gyms. All that to say, just listening to your body and moving with it and not going against the grain because everybody else is like doing something in a way that they need to move their body. Number 6, seasonal meal prep. Now, I feel like nutrition should just be this number, I think, rather than like seasonal meal prep. But I think for me, I like to switch up my meals based on the seasons. I think the seasons are like a good gauge for me to like kind of move with. Spring is the perfect time to add in more fruits into your diet if you haven't been doing that, more colorful fruits, and just aligning the foods that you eat with the energy out there, you know what I mean? So no more like leafy greens, picking up the fruits that are in season in the grocery stores, implementing them into your diet in delicious ways, because I think that nutrition is all about balance and eating meals that you enjoy, not like forcing yourself to like drink green juice when it tastes like shit. Like, you know what I mean? Number 7, vision board refresh. Keep your vision at the forefront of your head. I don't care what you do. My vision board is right on the wall over there. Like, post right on the wall right here. Post it up for me to see every single morning when I wake up, because I need to see it. Okay, so this tip and this habit is more so for you to, it kind of like intertwines with like quarterly goal check-ins, more so for you to look at your goals and to see, okay, like, have I achieved anything so far? Is there something like I kind of check off of this vision? What do I need to still work towards? What do I want the next 2-3 months to be my focus on this vision board? Like, what do I want to do? Do I want to like swap things out? Do I have a clearer vision of like kind of what I want to add here? So I think that it's a perfect time to implement that habit of doing that as well, because I think it just allows us to have a clear vision of like our goals, what we want, which makes us more able to actually see bigger results by the end of the year and actually see things that we've achieved and overcome and done, because we've kept our vision at the forefront of our head. Number 8, daily intentions. I think it's so important each day you set like 1 or 2 intentions, like even 1. Let's like erase 2, because sometimes even that can be overwhelming. But like, set 1 intention for the day. Like, for example, today I'll respond calmly under pressure. That's a great intention, especially for someone who does not respond calmly under pressure, and you know that about yourself. This is not like a place to hold shame, but everything is an intention. Like, no one has to know that you set this intention for the day. This is just between you and God, you, yourself, and God. Setting those intentions for the day can really help also build that self-trust within yourself, but also like help you go through the day knowing that, okay, like when people try and come try me today, my intention is to stay calm, which ultimately helps you to just show up as a better version of yourself. So it's a win-win. Number 9, mindful socializing. Now, I think like for me, like I tend to be someone who, when I go in my little bubble, I go in my little bubble, and I tend to like not reach out to people the way I'd like to. So I'm really just being intentional about like checking in with my friends. I think it's so important that we spend time with people that uplift us and strengthen us and believe in us, and like vice versa, right? So I'm really just being more intentional about the way I show up in my friendships, and just making sure there's that equal give and take, and I'm, giving as much as I'm taking and vice versa, and also just like setting those healthy boundaries with love. Check more about that in my recent video that I uploaded, and also just like making intentional plans to spend time with these people. I think as we get older, like things come up, there's goals to hit, like life happens, we start to have children. It's like we start to neglect these foundational things that really just keep us grounded, especially as we're going through life and changes and transitions that I think can really just help us stay mentally grounded, and we neglect it, you know what I mean? So I think it's so important to just like make intentional time and set apart intentional time for that rest, that socializing, that connecting with the people that matter to you in your life. It's all about like finding that balance, because just as much as you want to work and push and grind, there needs to be that leisure, relax, play, connection to meet, in the middle, and have that balance for sustainability for yourself. Number 10, lastly, have reflecting and releasing. I think reflecting is like a constant thing for me. Like, it's never been something I never did. I'm just naturally like a hard reflector. Like, when things happen to me, I want to understand, like, I want to understand like what is the reason, what can I learn from this. But I think it's so important that we have that mentality like regularly. Not that like we're like micromanaging our life, but if we're finding that we're constantly feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or like we can't maintain habits or routines, like I think that at least for the remainder of trying to figure that out, we should document it like weekly, and like make it an intention to reflect, so we can see the issues and then make changes from there. That being said, I guess this wraps up this video of 10 habits I think that you can implement in your routine for spring that will really just help reset you, rejuvenate you, and get you aligned on your path. I think these are like really helpful tips that can really go a long way if you really implement them and give yourself time to, find your unique flow and rhythm when it comes to each, habit. Let me know in the comments what habits you'll be implementing this spring. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so YouTube knows to send it to people who are looking for healthier ways to, just navigate their life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.